in the mid.
Or EO.
You got your
Is
EO.
that how you're supposed to say it?
I don't know.
It's
Merlini
like
and,
EO, right?
and Zyori are both like on the EO bandwagon. Everyone else is IO. Maybe I should just say
I just
Wisp.
say IO. Or you can just say Wisp, I guess.
Just Wisp.
The ball.
He's a freaking ball. He doesn't have a face. Why do I have to know his name? He's not even giving the respect of talking to me. He just gives me beeps and boops. I'll just call him Beep Boop for all I care. I don't really care. Whatever. He's gonna look at
Basically is Beep Boop.
And Mr. Beep Boop and Phantom Assassin are going to be your dual lane setup, I would imagine, here for Stay Free. You got your Centaur in the off lane. Bane will be also supporting it on out. And Bat Rider.
I'm going with the puck.
Well, Bat Rider. That's interesting. Is this going to be like a solo safe lane, maybe aggressive try kind of a setup?
It's going to be, I think, Bane, Centaur, safe lane. Bat off lane. EA,
yes.
Wisp mid. They want to get the early blink dagger on Centaur.
The old secondary core kind of a Centaur. It can be done, absolutely. And for Union Gaming, they finish out their draft getting a hold of that puck. And I'm just as curious to see how they're going to decide to lane this one out, as they have a nice
It's going to be mid.
Mix. But
it looks like they're going to aggro.
Yeah,
that's
is
a really
puck.
strong lane.
Oh yeah, look at it go.
They're going to have Void against Bat Rider. I would say that matchup is probably fine for Void. Slightly Bat Rider favorite, I would say.
Indeed it is. Well, I guess without further ado, we have hopped ourselves into the second game of today. We got 4 total, 4 best of ones here for the Summit 2 by G2A.com America division here. Both of these teams, Stay Free and Union Gaming, are looking for their first win, trying to battle their way out from the bottom and hopefully get themselves into a higher echelon, as well as maybe a tiebreaker position to try to make a go into the top 4 for a playoff position. But a long arrow does catch here on Centaur, but it's a little too far. Even though it's a nice full duration, there's not enough follow-up to take down the big bad Brad, so they're just going to let him go. But leading off with your introductions, Radiant side, it is going to be Team Stay Free, or I don't know what team they are anymore, but it's definitely a different mix of what they once started with. But regardless, we got Crit, who's going to be playing your EO/IO/Whip/Wisp/Beep Boop. And in the mid lane, he's going to be, for now, alongside Nayrock Dota, sponsored by Hot Dogs, on your Bat Rider. We are going to have Ja playing your support Bane. We have Fanny, who's going to be playing your Centaur War Runner. And, of course, that does leave Mr. Touch My Milk Duds, a.k.a. Tralf, now heading up on the point, playing your Phantom Assassin in the mid lane.
Yep, and then on the side of Union Gaming, we have Benjos playing the safe lane Faceless Void. In the mid lane, I believe that's Citadel playing the puck. We have Dendrils playing Skywrath Mage, Angel on the Mirana, and how do you say this guy's name? Daiko playing the Ogre Magi.
Daiko.
Sure.
He is a stand-in currently for Union Gaming. He's playing the Ogre.
I was going to say, I didn't recognize that name.
I did ask him, I wanted to confirm whether this mid lane player, Mr. 1108002009, was indeed Citadel, and indeed it is, or as some people like to say, the feederall. Though he doesn't feed. He's pretty good.
Feederall.
I don't know. The people say that in the underground scene, but I think he's a solid player. He's playing a great puck. He's going to be elusive. He's going to be hard to easily get taken out here from this pesky dual lane. It would take a whole lot of reasonable lockdown to make it work, so he's looking instead to battle out with CS. Yeah, top lane, Benjaz is just smacking it home here on the backside of Bane, shoving Ja out of the lane and allowing him and his Skywrath Mage to just deal with the side camp and all this additional sweet farm.
And it looks like they went for the Bat Rider in the safe lane, and then they abandoned the aggressive tri lane and just opted to do dual lanes.
You know, given that hopefully Nayrock doesn't get the back end of an arrow and a Fire Blast follow-up, you should be sitting okay here. But it looks like Daiko is constantly looking for a chance to sneak in there with a Fire Blast, and hopefully Angel can follow it up with a nice piercing shot, and they can take down that pesky flying rat.
I don't think he'll be able to farm in this lane, however. Like, he might not die, but farming is going to be an issue.
Oh, they jump right back after the hoof stomp here. They're making it go on Fanny, and he does indeed fall. Benjad picks up your first blood on the very beefy Centaur. Now, they had initially put their focus onto Ja, who made his retreat, but at the same time, Centaur pushed on ahead to try to stun out the Skywrath Mage, but he ultimately just goes a little too far into the creeps, eats too much damage, and it's an easy cleanup there for your Faceless Void.
And then in the bottom lane, they've got Bat Rider sitting at 1 CS to the Mirana's 12. You know, he's just going to have to play so careful in this lane so that he doesn't get stunned into arrowed. And
Nayrock was eating Chinese food, and Tralf asked him to play, so he's probably feeling pretty hungry. I don't know if that's going to be a factor in his play or not, but we have a Wisp rotation here to the top. As they're making a go on Ja here, he's going to fall here. There's a simple jump in. Wisp is going to try to keep him alive, however, and they're going to put to use quickly those Spirit Balls. And now Benjaz has to retreat. Oh, big damage zapped out there, and look who has redemption. It's going to be Ja grabbing it, and they take down the Faceless Void.
Did Wisp have a Invis rune?
I don't know. I wasn't clicking on him, and he looks
the way
the
they
exact
played
same.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they played that, it looked like they didn't know Wisp was there.
You know, he probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, with that
Yeah, I
bottle
imagine
now,
that was an Invis rune because
Yeah.
otherwise my mind would just be blown.
making a jump here, a little bit of harassment on Tralf to the puck, but
puck's
you know, I
sitting
wish
at
they
12
do
and 3.
something with that invis animation for Wisp. You just do not know unless you click on him.
Or double damage as well.
Yeah, exactly. Just no name, no dialogue. Give me something, Valve. Beep boop. Beep.
Boop, boop, indeed.
Bottom lane though, still it looks like, you know, Mr. Daiko over here scouting out the outside, hoping for catching out a glimpse of Nayrok. Knows he's not in the lane, so he's like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's probably trying to farm up a Blink Dagger or get some stacks going, which Nayrok is. He's flying about, but instead Daiko is like, oh, it's time. It's 4 minutes, bounty rune for me. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. He takes that with himself back towards the bottom, but Angel has been having the time of her life in the bottom lane. 23 and 8. Free farm CS. Tralf is the next closest contender. His 22 and 10 PA in the mid going against Puck's 14 and 3. He is definitely making it count for right now, but yeah, Stay Free could be falling back onto his shoulders if this mid game gets a bit out of hand.
Looks like Nayrok's going to clear this huge stack set up by the Wisp.
All right, very nice.
I believe a quad stack and a double stack, so that's good for him.
So look at the levels, and the gold quickly come in. This will put him right up to level 5 once he completes it. And
it's actually stuck up there.
He's gonna have to also wait 15 seconds before he can get back down, unfortunately. And top lane, Centaur had fallen previously, but he's got Tranquil Boots and a salve for now. Still trying to get on forward towards his level 6. Not doing a solo lane like you typically see your Centaurs do, so he's not going to get his stampede as quick as you normally would like. But Jaw's going to be right there to aid him about just in case. Doesn't want to get zoned back too hard from that Skywrath Mage, having Bane to be by his side, who did get that previous kill on Faceless Void. Relatively slow start aside from that, just a 1-for-1 trade. While the teams continue to take advantage of the farm they got, which is more likely here in the bottom lane. Nayrok shows up. He's like, guess who's got levels now? Oh, but they fire blast him, and he's just gonna try to scare him away a little bit with their Fireflight.
And Puck's doing an excellent job on the mid lane. Citadel sitting at 23 CS, to the 30 of Phantom Assassin, and considering this lane, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, the 2v1. Typically never a great matchup, but top lane they're making it go once again on Ja. Hoof Stomp does stop Faceless Void for now, but the coil pretty much seals the deal as Benjaz sweeps on through and gets the last hit in, and a double kill for him. A nice grab and a good rotation coming out from Citadel to kind of secure both of those kills for him. 6-minute room, Puck and Wisp. Wisp quickly grabs it. And now they got a couple of balls. They're going to look to scout out the area.
Centaur's going to rotate to the bottom lane. He's had enough of this top lane shenanigans.
Those Centaurs down here now going toe-to-toe with Mirana. Mirana should be able to get away from any sort of heavy aggression.
Boots. The ops for
there they are.
Boots.
Got him. Sends back to the lane. Going with the 2-2-1 kind of a build, not doing any sort of heavy favoritism into the arrow.
This Void has 3 kills in 6 minutes. That is scary.
Yeah, power treads already. Probably going to get close to that Mask of Madness.
Dire's middle tower
but
is
a fantastic start for him.
That is level 6. Being on the Blink Dagger currently at 1300 gold with Tranquil Boots at 7 minutes, so he's probably on pace for about a 9 to 10 minute Blink Dagger.
Uh-oh, they're making it go on Centaur, coming in from behind his Bane. He puts Angel to sleep, but Fanny also gets fire blasted. There we go. Nice chop, and they're able to take down Mirana with the Wisp aid right there. TPing in.
Good sleep from Bane.
They aid their Centaur friend, so unfortunately Union Gaming get a bit too excited on jumping at the opportunity for Centaur, but a nice rotation comes out from Stay Free. Team of hodgepodge players actually coming together pretty nicely. The communication seems to be out there, and they're getting it done, so they're looking to fight back, push themselves up 2-3. Still though, Faceless Void having the time of his life, farming up in this top lane with 3 kills already and a full lane to work with. You know, pretty much Tralf is the one finding a lot here in the mid. Ooh, Skywrath lingering nearby. Not level 6 yet. He goes, hey, I want that. Oh, nice crit! And they take him down. Wow, that was quick work. Almost didn't even need the Wisp to get it done. Meanwhile, Stampede gets called out. Arrow not going to catch, but it is going to be a void to the mid lane. Pops out the Chronosphere, takes down Wisp, and they also followed up with a nice orb and take down Tralf as well. Touch my Milk Duds. Gets taken out.
Kill on the Skywrath. Excellent rotation by the Void. Gets Chrono on 2 and simple cleanup kills for him.
Both teams really put those TPs to use, aren't they? Oh, man.
Yeah, a lot of rotations and it's really good. The action packed.
Alright, here we go. Wisp is back. Well, that's level 6. Eat these balls, buddy. On the way out there, I wish he had his blink at this point.
Quite have his blink. Yeah, that would be a really good time to have it.
Dang. He'll just kind of take himself back to the jungle and finish what he started as far as investment towards that blink. Oh, bottom lane though, yeah. Centaur easily taken apart there. That silence coming in from Skywrath Mage, and of course the stun follow-up makes it pretty easy to take down the big and beefy Centaur War Runner. And Jaws here steps out.
Are they gonna rotate anyone down here? Jaws
I don't know.
Die if they don't.
Yeah, no, I don't even know if they have the TPs anymore to make it work.
Oh, they're gonna
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Oh, he goes too far past out of the tether, but regardless, is able to quickly take down Skywrath Mage. Ogre might be next, but Tralf is already going on Angel, while Vayne unloading here, and here comes Citadel, has a coil, and he gets put back to sleep. Ogre is taken out, and they gotta run back before Citadel catches up. He's on the run. He has no blink, however. They use the Stampede even to get away from this one.
I think they could have woken Puck up. Got a double kill.
Oh, coil does eventually catch Sharon Tralf. And that haste. Putting in the work. Oh, gets to the low ground. The Mirana Starfall actually seems to connect just as he blink strikes away towards Nayrok.
I thought that had missed. I thought he was like just outside the AoE.
Top lane, a little harassment there on your Faceless Void, but now he's running into a concussive shot. He gets silenced up, and the day continues to get a little bit harder here for Centaur. He's trying to ring around the rosy of the tower. Wisp does show up, but it's too late. He gets taken down, but they get another quick redemption kill on Skywrath. Skywrath's been falling just as many times, it seems, as Centaur in each trade, but Centaur being taken down is definitely a lot better.
They were able to get a nice kill on the Centaur, only at the cost of the Skywrath, so
yeah,
perfectly fine for them. Chronos are now available. It's kind of a right now.
Oh, there we go. Tower going to be taken down. There's your blink going to work. They take down Citadel. Wisp is very nicely done from Nayrok Hot Dog. And now they take down the Ogre Magi as well. Quick 2-for-0 in the mid lane after the top lane engagement. Put Stay Free still right back into the mix. And maybe they consider going for a tower themselves here in the mid where you have Angel hanging out nearby. No help to come in just
use
yet.
Of that blink dagger. Really important for them to get the bat involved. Void just picked up his Mask of Madness. He can pretty much solo kill, I would say, anyone except PA.
Yeah, that blur might prove to be a problem.
He only has 1 point in it.
Yeah.
Going for the max Phantom Strike.
We'll see how deep his RNG is, though. It's going to be the real trick. Even inside a bubble, that evasion will definitely persist. And Benjaz could prove to have a bit of an RNG battle between his Bash and her blur at some point. But for now, he heads himself right back to the top lane. Continuation of farm. Could look to build up right into the Maelstrom next. Doesn't seem BKB is going to really do a whole lot for him in this game, as there's already a lasso and the Fiend's Grip, PA's physical damage, Centaur, maybe Hoof Stomp, but outside of that, might be just more worthy to go damage. We'll have to see. Meanwhile, though, Smoke Gank from the rest of the Union Gaming squad are scouting out to see if there's going to be anyone to move up here on this top lane, and it's a Smoke Gank for Smoke Gank here. Two Blaze It Up boys.
This could be a disaster.
And John moves forward. Thinks he has an opportunity to go with double ult, but look who comes in. It's going to be the quick coil to stop that Fiend's Grip. Jumping on forward as well. No Chrono needed yet. Wisp, however, going to be caught out, and he is not going to be able to get away, and he gets blasted and taken down. That leaves Nayrok as the sole survivor as he quickly flies himself out of that hot mess.
That was just a high-risk play coming out from Stay Free. They have no vision of any dire heroes, and they still go for the play. For the Void. And it cost them dearly.
Surely did, and now they're paying for it. They lose 3, and they're going for 2-1.
That might pick up his Blink Dagger. Yeah, he's only 30 gold away.
Yeah.
He's going to get that really soon. That's a big item for them. They'll be able to catch out the Puck. I mean, any of these heroes are very susceptible to the center stun.
Yeah, because there's a lot of ability here on Union Gaming. As Puck goes in, now gets help from Wisp. He's already committed to the rope forward, but there's going to be Ogre stepping in with a Fire Blast. And they're not going to persist. Ooh, arrow. Not going to catch Geraldo. Meanwhile, it's Benjaz here. He gets a quick kill on John in the top lane. It looks like he didn't even need to use the chrono.
They have the silence from Skywrath.
Ah, yes. That pesky Skywrath gets the job done. Uses the Mystic Flare to do it, and it's more than enough to take down Bane. There we go, blink and grab, but he went right into a 2x multi, but they followed up easily with that blink that was recently picked up from Centaur, and they double edge down the Birdman. Skywrath Mage does hit the deck, and now State Free can kind of just push on down this mid lane, no problem. Tower's already at half-life. Daiko's nearby.
Looks
They
like
can
P
get off
is
another
going to go
Fireblast
for
Ignite,
the...
but
He is opting for the Battle Fury builds. Abbott, no, he only has the Broadsword and the Ring of Health, so he's probably looking at about a 16-minute Battle Fury. Pretty decent timing with all of his other items because he went for an Aquila.
Since he's
and
not
a 4-man
benefiting
shield.
from any sort of empower this game, the farm acceleration that could come out from a Battle Fury with its damage and its cleave certainly doesn't help in team
I
fights
definitely like it
either.
with Wisp as well. I think you can get away with not rushing BKB when you have a Wisp on your team, and it accelerates your farming speed, which is definitely important when you have a Wisp.
Yeah, they might be counting on Crit's Wisp here pretty often on aiding them if they get caught on the bad end of a chrono or a hefty engagement. So we'll see if Crit's going to be there as a nearby babysitter, but also can add a lot of aggression to Tralf with that overpower. So just expect him to be sewn at the hip here for the majority of this game as Tralf continues to farm it up. Being probably the most significant late gamer between both of the teams, you know, he can pull it out down the road as long as maybe Faceless Void doesn't get a whole lot more kills coming his way. But he's already 7-1, Benjaz is, on this Faceless Void. And Mirana, who's also opted for more of a core position, still only has her foundation, the drums, the phase boots, Aquila. Not even getting like a reliable Yasha just yet. So once the damage does build up on her, she can become, you know, kind of a semi carry.
Yep. And now that we've transitioned out of the lane phase and into this little farming phase, if we take a look at the gold, it's at 4,000 in favor of UG. With a 1,000 experience rate, not very significant. Still UG doing a pretty good job in the early game. I think it's very hard to say who has better late game this game, since they both have their advantages and disadvantages. I think, you know, you have the Ogre, which probably is the best scaling support
He's always
in the
the
game
wild
right
card.
now. Yeah, and then you have the single target control with the Bane and Lasso from the Batrider, and then you have the AoE teamfight control from
Arrow,
the Void.
wow. Trump almost walks into it. That would have been devastating. But not going to get caught out.
Looks like
As
they're going to
slow-
smoke
Dire's bottom tower
the
is
defense.
under attack.
Ooh, this is for Nayrok / Centaur plus Stampede.
Very
to
odd
get in
that we
there.
see Wisp solo bottom without the PA. If they had the PA here bottom with Wisp, it could be split.
Nayrok jumps in, can't get a hold of Mirana, and runs right into a Fire Blast and gets blown up from Mystic Flare. Oh no, this is going terrible right now for Stay Free as they just followed up with another kill, catching the Chrono onto
Radiant's
Bane.
middle tower is
Makes a
under
two-man
attack.
takedown. Moonlight Shadow also going to be used, so now Stay Free's engagement unfortunately collapses
top
right before their
tower
very
is under
eyes as
attack.
Nayrok could not quite get a hold of
Radiant's
Angel.
middle
That
tower
quick leap
is under
allows
attack.
her to get away.
Radiant's middle tower has
Bummer.
fallen.
They lose their tier 2.
Gaming should start looking at Roshan. No, I think they can get Roche, perhaps.
Yep.
Maybe they don't feel that they can do it fast enough or safe enough without the Chrono being online. But yeah, what's really surprising to me that Io was solo bottom instead of being with the PA.
Yeah, PA can always find the farm on the side with a Wisp and then only come into the fray when needed with that relocate. So that's potential farm elsewhere that's not being picked up here by Tralf, unfortunately, as
they're
he's
gonna
still
go
hanging
towards
mid.
Roshan. The arrow's gonna miss
Missed arrow.
on Roshan.
Oh, bummer.
That's
Sometimes
always a
those
bummer.
the targets are
It's-
just sitting there, you know, not
He
moving.
can just
They're
he
the
can
hard
just
part.
blame the Roche change.
Oh, okay.
Not used to the new pit.
Yeah,
you know?
okay. I guess if you're reaching, I mean, I'm not a great Mirana, but
I
I
got
can
your
land that
back,
arrow
Angel.
at least. They'll still be able to take down this Roche pretty easy
Dire's
here with
top
only the
tower
3
is
committed.
under
No
attack.
contention whatsoever as most of Stay Free have congregated themselves up to the top lane, looking to finish
Roshan
up this
has
tier 1
fallen to the
tower
Dire.
with relative ease, but maybe it's not going to be so easy as we're seeing pings called out right now from Benjaz, who has that Aegis. They might look to defend. This tower's not even a half life yet, so it's going to take a whole lot. Stay Free have
Dire's top
moved
tower
in now,
is under
Tralf
attack.
and Wisp, so they have all
I
5
think it
up
would be a
here.
mistake
Structures are
to defend this,
fortified.
actually.
We'll
But
see.
against my advisement, apparently, they're gonna go ahead and
Dire's
defend
top
this
tower
tower.
is under attack.
Alright, well, we'll see. Arrow not going to quite catch on Nayrok, but they do have the intel that he's there. While the rest of
should know
them
that they're gonna
sweeping in from
defend this
behind.
based
This might be a
on-
quick 2-man coil if they want it. Citadel instead jumps up and above. Chrono is going to
Oh, no,
catch
he
on
only
3,
chronos
but
his
it's on his
team.
own team! Oh no! Faceless Void quickly goes down. Skyrath's Mage also hits the deck to Aegis. Going to be used, and they're looking to get something out of it. They do take down Wisp and Bane in the end. Now, oh, Fanny can't quite get off the hooktop in time. He falls. They quickly blow up. And now Trout under the gun makes it 4, considering the very, very poor start from Union Gaming, and be able to still pull off that. Kind of goes to show that Stay Free are still struggling in this one.
Yeah, Bat Rider still has the lasso available. A bit odd that he didn't choose to use it that fight.
Guess he just didn't find the right target and the right
Maybe
time to
he
make a
couldn't
jump
find the
in.
lasso,
Maybe he was pushed
or-
back from
Radiant's
that
top
crazy
tower is under
chrono.
attack.
Oh, they're jumping through. They see Nayrok. They want him. Silence is there. Orb, and well, they quickly take them down. The Warning Rift. The last hit right there. Actually, Skyrath
Radiant's
Mage gets the
bottom
one
tower
lingering
is
attack,
under
attack or
attack.
something. Takes him down, but that makes it 5 at the end of it. That recap doesn't show it whatsoever, but Union Gaming push well in ahead. 19-10 now. Their gold lead now presses past the 10K mark. And this is once again looking like a
huge
pretty
team fight
lopsided
coming up
match.
for them.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
And what do Stay Free do now? I think they need to start split pushing with the Wisp and IO combination. Instead of trying to 5-man. I don't think that's where the strength of their draft lies. They need to find pickoffs with either the Bane Fiend's Grip or the Lasso coming out from Bat Rider.
Oh man. Well, their Centaur might be picked off here if he's not quick on the blink.
I think he's
No,
okay.
they'll just slowly move in. Keep the lane pushed.
There's
Centaur
just a
pings
lack
it
of
out.
farm right now on the PA. He should have a lot more if he was split pushing with Wisp.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Trying to
under
get that
attack.
Claymore. Finish out that Battle Fury, but that still puts him pretty behind. Only at 1k life. He can get first real easily. Especially if they catch a chrono on him and Wisp is not going to be there to save him.
Radiant's bottom tower
It could
is
be
under
rough.
attack.
They're just going to open up on this tier 2, no problem. Looks like there's not going to be much of a defense here from Stay Free. They'll just continue to farm up the other lanes, banking on hopefully a strong performance
Radiant
from Tralf on their
structures
PA
are
later on, and
fortified.
hopefully a better initiation coming out from their Bat and their Centaur.
Radiant's
But
bottom
they continue to
tower has
lose out,
fallen.
as another objective is going to be taken right there from Union Gaming, and their farm just continues to get bigger and bigger.
Yep. And Stay Free have finally decided it's time to split push
Dire's
with the
top
Wisp
tower
and...
is under attack.
Okay, maybe not. It appears there's a bit of miscommunication between Wisp and PA.
Yeah, what?
Looks like Wisp wanted to push the top tower and then PA just
Dire's
TP'd home.
top
Fine,
tower
I'll
has
finish it. He
fallen.
gets the tower taken down. As
I'm
Trump
not
goes
sure
to
why
bottom.
PA isn't just split pushing with Wisp. He's always TPing back before fights start.
Oh, poor Nayrok might be caught here. Yeah, they lock him down with this coil. Mystic Flare,
He's dead,
not going to catch,
unfortunately.
but the arrow will, and it's Morano who gets the last hit. Angel catches again and takes down Bat Rider. Nayrok just wants his Chinese food and hot dogs, apparently. Doesn't really want to.
It's a pretty rough game at this point.
Yeah.
UG has a lot of tools to keep locked down. They have the coil, the Skywrath slow, the Skywrath silence, the ogre stun, the arrow. There's so much follow-up magic damage coming through, and without BKBs, it's really easy to get picked off.
Your Yule's now going to be complete on Citadel, so blinking Yule's, as if it wasn't hard enough to take down the puck. That defensive Yule's capability is going to be a whole lot better for them, or just being able to catch anyone out, or maybe a blink in from Nayrok trying to get a lasso, and then they just quickly throw him up in the air. This makes things a lot more difficult for Stay Free's initiation, which has been pretty much non-existent for the majority of this game. They're just trying to find the footing to get something going for themselves. My God! Touch my
They're finally
milk
getting
duds.
getting some good farm on the PA. You know,
Yeah.
he's slowly got up to the highest CS in the game at 135.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
he's just gonna need to continue farming because at this point it's PA versus the world.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to get
Structures are
5 or 6
fortified.
slot and then start critting
Dire's
people.
middle tower is
Like
under
a bad
attack.
movie that goes straight to DVD. PA versus the world. As he
Yep.
tries to get it done.
Are you calling this game bad?
No, no, I'm just saying it was a bad
I'm
movie
just
title.
I was just giving you a hard time.
Whatever.
Thanks.
We'll see. It might be R-rated. Kids, hide your
Oh,
eyes
they
here. This might get ugly real quick.
Hooks on.
Mystic Flare hooks on not going to be quite where they wanted, and with dust
Oh,
popped
they
on the
almost got
Moonlight
the
Shadow,
chrono
they don't get
the
it.
Fiend Script.
Oh, they do
He
get the one
almost got
dust.
the Fiend Script off.
Yeah.
He went into the animation and then he got fogged at the very end. That hurts.
Close there, but Jock couldn't quite get a grip.
No, had it been daytime, I think.
I'm kidding. Anyways.
Alright, that laugh was a little too much.
Yeah, and I needed to give myself a sympathy laugh because I know I was just going to get a bunch of fail fishes from that one. But anyways, we'll see.
Radiant's top tower
Union
is
Gaming.
under attack.
Still uncontested in this one. Stay Free are still just grasping at straws for a big turnaround fight that would allow them to open up that rubber band factor here. And you're the one that doesn't like the game, apparently. Pressing in his 5, though, is going to be
Radiant's top
Union
tower
Gaming
is
as they
under
begin to
attack.
unload the damage. You see the Mjolnir active. Going to be here on the Ogre, the big fat boy. Can look to get into a tussle. He also, man, he looks crazy right now. He's like having a straight up seizure with that Mjolnir and Love Butts on top of each
Radiant's
other.
top
Anyways, they do
tower
manage to
has
finish off tier
fallen.
2 tower. No contention there whatsoever, but Tralfamadore shift on in, and ultimately it's just them having to stall, and hope that their PA can get to a point where he can get the big right click and try to burst down Union Gaming's potential to make an opening to end this game. But it just looks good for Union Gaming. I mean, it almost looks like deja vu from last game. They just look pretty strong. They're playing it safe, but they get a hold of Centaur with a nice arrow, Mystic Flare, and any
have
kind
no
of combo
Roche
like
timer
that
anymore.
will take anyone down.
My Roche timer has disappeared. Send help.
Well, it's about
What's it
30
at?
seconds away from the new time,
Okay.
so we'll see. An
So
arrow,
apparently
not
when
going
you
to catch.
reconnect, it doesn't load the Roche timer.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is under
it's a weird
attack.
bug. Valve bugs.
It'll get
Moving on
fixed.
in, though, they're beginning to get some nice hits in. They have Benjaz constantly there. He's actually putting himself well into the fight. I guess they just feel like there's
Well,
really
Centaur is dead.
nothing they can do. Barrier jumps in, he's going to be fueled up. He gets Fire Blast instead. Now a jumping coil catches.
Oh, they
And
didn't kill
Narock's in
him.
big trouble. Big damage right here. Centaur falls, quick buyback. And, well, they can't really get a hold of even the Skywrath Mage. They do manage to take down the Faceless Void. Full Fiend Grip catching here on Angel. And Seiko can't get him a stun off quite yet. Gets some multi, however. They take down the Mirana in exchange for that Bane. And Tralf gets a double kill for himself. And the Centaur, who had bought back, got a double kill as well. So coming out on top with a pretty nice defense on the back of those buybacks is going to be Stay Free, making it a 4 if you count the buyback for 4.
Yep. Good fight from Stay Free. I think that when this Void
Dire's
gets his
middle tower
BKB though,
is under attack.
that's not going to be possible anymore. I mean, they did overextend a bit, but got a little greedy for
Dire's
the tier
middle
3 tower.
has fallen.
And the fight honestly wasn't that bad considering the position. The Void got
Dire's
lassoed
bottom
into the
tower is
tier
under
4s, and they
attack.
still were able to trade 4 for 3. And no bonuses, so...
It's a nice, it's a pretty girthy stack we got here, though, that he's farming up, so it's
BKB
looking pretty
picked
good.
up.
He's got the Vlads underhand. Love to be able to build again a little more farm, but little by little, every little bit. You see they grab that little to get it right back up. That could be the start of the climb. Stay Free to come back in this one. It's never over till it's over. And we
It
see
is
Narock
not.
now. Narock's got his over club. He's looking to build forward towards the BKB. Doesn't want to be dealing with any of that pesky Yules or lockdown or, heaven forbid, a quick auto silence from a Skywrath Mage and anything he can bring. Trying to get a little bit extra durability for him. Bottom lane, Faceless Void. Now takes his own BKB. Shiny and new, 10 seconds to put to work. And that would definitely have helped. Last fight, he was quickly bursted down. Not going to aid him from a lasso or a Fiend's Grip, but still going to grab it. Even though he did get it after his Mjolnir.
I feel like they can just use Potom to hit the tower, to hit the Rex, and then the second they go on Potom,
Dire's top tower
they can
is under
use both the
attack.
Puck and the Chrono
Yeah.
to
Radiant's
create
middle
a buffer
barracks are
and then
under
just start the
attack.
team fight. In fact, I think at the next stage is... So how much time is on the new timer?
Well, about 3 seconds.
All right, nice.
3.
So I think they should
2,
give the Aegis to
1.
bottom.
1.5. Roche.
1 3/4.
1 3/4. Let's
Wait,
fight.
that doesn't make any sense. I went the wrong direction.
Yeah, I did too. It should have been half, a quarter, an eighth. Oh well. Math is hard. Anyways, they're gonna move on through. Get all this Roche, no contention whatsoever. Instead, stay free one trade objectives. They're going for the tier 2 here in the top lane, where most of the team is also moving on over.
I think
And
they're going
going
to
right
give it
towards
to
the top.
Void, but I feel like they should give it to bottom.
Roshan
They'll
has
give it to
fallen
Void.
to the Dire.
No, they give it to Void.
I like it on bottom because, well, I guess they can do the same thing with
Dire's
Void.
top
So.
tower is under attack.
This time he can just sit in the front like
Yeah,
he
he
was
can just-
previously, but not pay the consequences of
And they're just going to go
falling.
mid.
Dire's top
And
tower
we'll see if Stay
has
Free want to
fallen.
double back here. Of course, with the benefit of relocate, they can at least send back Tralf, but for everyone else, they're kind of second guessing the commitment we want to make here. It looks like they will. At least Tralf will TP all the way back. He probably could have stayed top a little bit longer and used a relocate maybe, but for now, I guess he'll just make the early TP back. The rest of his team's still staying in the top lane for now, but here
Dire's
comes
top
Union Gaming
tower
down the
is
mid
under
lane,
attack.
slowly taking the high ground.
Radiant's middle barracks
Sentry's
are
down.
under attack.
Okay, the Moonlight Shadow is going to be there, but Benjaz, of course, with that Aegis, happy to take the point. Starting to quickly take it from the creeps. Lasso is going to be committed for this kill, but this is only for that first life, but he pops the coil anyways. That allows the Mystic Flare to come on in. Big damage there on Centaur. Centaur does fall. And here comes Void, Faceless Void back from the dead. He can pop his BKB now and put it to use. Angel goes the low ground to get away from this one. They do lose their Skyrat Mage. But Ralph now could fall here. He's eating a lot of damage to getting it back. Man, that leech going into overtime gets a double kill. Taking down Ogre, only though 2 supports. Moonlight Shadow hides everyone else under that nighttime darkness. And they might pull back here. They will. Citadel joins them and they step on out.
Man,
They don't take any racks.
Back-to-back convincing teamfights off
Yeah.
the back of the 2 single target disables.
Oh, here we go. They're coming in from behind, and well, before I can even get the camera over, Bane is quickly taken down, and looking to flank from behind
Alright,
is
they might lose some
Union
racks
Gaming.
too.
Yeah, they're going to go for Tralf here, and Tralf does not benefit from Lich,
Oh,
but
he might
Lich is
just be
here.
able to fight now.
Or Wisp. Wisp has relocate if necessary, and they put their focus on this Wisp now. He's going to try to relocate? No? No, he's not. He's going to
Oh my
hold
god, they
strong.
can't take him down.
They're doing it! Wisp and PA! OP as hell! Moving on
Wisp
through!
Mystic
Get the
Flare.
Birdman! Mystic Flare goes behind, doesn't catch the mark, and Ogre's back for round 2. But they're not done yet, boys. Stampede on through, they're gonna take down Ogre. Now he dies back to back, and Tralf. The team is on my back, and I'm looking to take it home.
He
Gets
has
a triple kill.
7,000 golds.
Dire's
So
middle
freaking
tower
rich.
is under attack.
That's almost a Abyssal Blade. Or
Somebody
is it?
touch this man's milk duds.
They've already been touched.
They're
Sorry,
touched,
at this
they're
point.
glistening. Mott is somewhere, he's real happy. And they're going to quickly take down this tier 2. My goodness! The Wisp PA
Dire's middle
getting
tower
it done,
has
and that
fallen.
Ghost Scepter now.
They really need an
Dire's top
MKB on this
tower is
Wisp.
under attack.
I don't
You know,
think
they
they're
were
gonna-
the PA was getting out healed by the damage that was coming out. So then Void turns his attention to Wisp.
Dire's
Then
middle
Wisp
tower
used the
is
Ghost
under
Scepter,
attack.
and they just got kited
Yep.
around.
Yeah.
Great play coming out from Crit on the Wisp.
Every hit that Tralf got to put out where he was not being contested and the focus was trying to be on Wisp even while Ghost Sceptered, he just got all of his life back with those big
And
crits
they're
and
trying to fight bottom.
he was right back into it. And they're looking to try to
Doing
make
the
a jump
chrono.
here on Centaur. He got his pipe out, but let's see if they're going to be lucky. Yeah, Arrow's going to be their Mystic Flare. They take him down. You know, Centaur's been caught out
Dire's
many a time
bottom
by
tower
that.
has been denied.
It looks like Union Gaming are just trying to... Oh, the coil not going to catch. The quick reaction from Nayrok gets it done. And poor Citadel. Not going to get anyone there.
PA is gonna go for the completed Mantis style. So not gonna opt for an Abyssal Blade or a MKB, which I think are both
Dire's
good
top
choices.
tower
That's
is
interesting.
under
I don't see
attack.
Mantha every day there on your PA. That's more
I'm
right
not
click,
sure
more
what
speed.
The purpose of it.
Sometimes you just gotta go
Mantis
fast.
skin. I guess you can get rid of the Puck silence and the
Dire's
Skyrat silence, so
structures are
that's
fortified.
2 good things, instead of having to use the BKB every time.
The UV image. Oh!
Oh my... Wow.
Oh!
Dire's
Someone
That's
called
so bad.
CSI.
This Puck is down, there's no
Dire's under
buyback.
attack.
Wait,
Oh,
he
he
has a
does.
buyback, sorry.
Yeah. No, he might just got there, but man, that was... That hurt my chest. Oh, he jumps back. Doesn't get the same luck there with Angel, unfortunately. Chris, where are you? Relocate. He's gone. Unfortunately, he will fall. J-Rock moves in with his BKB, trying to get a hold there of Benjaz. And now they lose Bane. And now this is not going the way Stay Free had wanted. And they quickly get taken down. Crit wasn't there in time. Relocates out, relocates back. Tethers forward towards the catapult. Help me, please. Trying to get away from this one, but will ultimately be taken down. And Ogre is going to be right there to kind of fart in his face. Back into that one. And they go right back into the fountain.
PA just didn't use the BKB. You know, putting a little bit too much trust in the Wisp.
Yeah.
And honestly, he died way too fast for the Wisp to save him
Well, if you
anyways.
BKB, you won't get that tether save, I imagine, unfortunately. So, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, he was banking on the
He
relocate,
just
but it
died
wasn't
too
there.
fast. But I think they could have team fought with the BKB.
Yeah.
There was no chrono yet. It was still down for, I believe, 10 seconds at the time of that fight. But
Man, oh man. Yeah, maybe hoping that he was going to be taken out, come back, pop his BKB. At that point, Nayrok would be able to have someone locked down with the lasso, and everything would just kind of...
Puck not even forced to use buyback that fight.
Yeah. Back now.
They might
Radiant's
lose
middle
the
barracks are under attack.
Maybe
Tralf is
not.
back right now, though. Didn't need to use his own personal buyback, which would have been available.
Wisp has
Wisp is also
buyback.
going to be here. But he's only got
They
5
have
more
a glyph,
seconds.
so-
They have a glyph as well, so they're not going to get this Rax without a fight. Jump in now. Pops BKB, then Mjolnir not going to do a whole lot of damage as he quickly takes down Ogre, but looking to fire back his Benjaz. Pops out. The Chrono
he
gets
missed
no
the
one
Chrono.
with it. He blinked right out. And now he's forced to go right for the Rax instead with the direction of his BKB, but Nayrok follows it up. Grab the lasso onto Faceless Void. They're looking to burst him down, and they will. Oh, man. Tries to leap out, gets taken out right at the end, and Tralf leading the charge, going right for Skywrath Mage. The relocate takes him up and above, but he goes the other way. Dagger's going to be right there. Oh, right into a face-first arrow, but Skywrath Mage is just a wounded bird who ultimately gets burnt to a crisp and taken down. Back and forth we go, F4L.
What a crazy
To the
game.
other side, as
That's
now
two
Stay Free
times
charge.
That Chrono has been, I would say, completely misused in team fights. He didn't get the target he wanted, which is obviously the Phantom Assassin. He got the Bat Rider, but it was in a place where no one could attack him. He was like on the cliff.
Ooh, Jaws, like I got the Dean's grip and I want to use it. Oh, that dagger came from a different game. That was so far away. Hit Angel, jumps in. Oh, the crit right there at the end, 1100 damage. Angel's like, holy shit, I gotta get the hell out of here. Now he jumps over, he's making a go. Daiko does soak up a bit of it. Oh, Faceless Void, that feeds himself from Ja, locks him in his place, and they quickly clean him out, and he is out. No buyback whatsoever. Angel almost gets taken out again, has to leap away. They put their focus on Puck with the lasso. Nicely done. And Stay Free might get their first victory of the Summit to America as they clean out this set of racks. What a nice little
Void.
comeback play from them.
Void does have buyback Chrono. Maybe if they connect on this arrow, not quite gonna connect.
Does not have it, actually. 6 minutes. He's out. Out for
he
good.
doesn't. Oh, I'm a liar.
You are a liar.
Dyer's
I
top
clicked. I like covered over his.
Uh-oh. Jaw gets blown up, though. Fire Blast, Mystic Flare, and with the multicast, enough to lock him in his place for the full duration, almost. And Daiko's forced to retreat. Wow, even the little crit right there on the dagger on the back end side. That secures the first set of racks of the game for Stay Free. And I imagine they pull on back here. I don't think they're going
I
to...
wouldn't say this game's over by any means. I still think UG have plenty of chances. They might want to
Yeah.
slow the tempo down, get an MKB on the Faceless Void so that they can deal with this Phantom Assassin. They probably need a BKB on the Mirana and the Hex on the Puck, and I think that they can begin to take fights again.
Yeah. And Stay Free can't afford to get too overzealous with this new momentum. And look at that net worth. Hello, we're back to even, boys. What was once, what, 1,400 some odd gold lead? 14K rather gold lead. Now back to 0. And
Sacred Relic
experience.
on the PA. I think he'll go for the Basher, but he could YOLO a Rapier.
Yeah, he has a relic. That's a relic.
Yep.
That's a relic.
I'm
So,
pretty sure it's going to be an Abyssal, but
why not just wait
Who
for the
knows?
Roche, get that sweet,
Could be.
sweet Aegis Rapier, and just hit him where it hurts.
I think that's one way to throw the game is to give Dyer a rapier. I don't think you need that much damage to win on PA. I think it's a bit overkill actually, because you pretty much one-shot people even with Abyssal. So
yeah, this is good. Tralf is in a very nice spot at this point. They were hoping for their dark horse to pull on out, and he is there. Oh my goodness, that's a oh, look at that blueberry. Oh, and a fight's gonna break out. This could go bad if he gets caught out, and he might here. He's fueled up, and he's put right in the middle of the chrono as they've been to go in Nayrok, but he's about to have a serious party right here, and he moves on in. He does BKB, so the DD's not going to be used anymore, but regardless, he's looking to clean house. Dominating win for him, but a double kill for Skyraz Mage. A buyback's going to be forced to come out from Nayrok. Wisp is right there, but the tether does break, and they're looking to try to end Trout's reign, but he gets another big crit and a triple kill for him. Oh my goodness, stay free. Still looking very damn good as Citadel has to go to the high ground to get away from this. And they're just going to push down the bottom lane, grab this tier 2.
Yeah, they used the Yules on the PA, right, as Benja's chronoed.
Oh, Tralf is like, screw the tower.
For 2 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower has
They take the tier 2. Citadel makes his way through the secret shop area. It looked like Nayrok tried to catch him with a flame break, but he's not going to get it. And Citadel.
This Wisp is just doing work in the sequence. They're not focusing Wisp, so he's just getting all the healing, all the overcharge.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And
they
now
actually need to kill this Wisp. They need to find him and kill him in the sequence.
they still have 10 seconds when we're on his back. This is bad.
100 life.
Yeah, Wisp is pretty big now.
And they might get Megas.
I think they did it. That was a big team fight for him. And now he's just putting his attention on this tier 3. I mean, if he wants to play hit, let's pull off now and go for Roche. But he wants to fight. BKB popped. Blink strike forward. Puck pulls away. Now they see Angel, who has to leap out. They're trying to kite as best as possible. Moonlight Shadow even going to be pulled out here while Pipe was popped. Meanwhile, on the backhand side, you can see the Chrono does take out Shaw. Now putting the attention on Batrider, who goes to the low ground. They have to really run for that one. But on the other side, Coil's going to be dropped. Still can't get a hold of Puck or anyone. It's Trout. Trout now might end up going down. Multi to his face. Benjaz, a secondary multi coming out from Ogre, takes Trout down, who obviously does have the buyback. Crit not going to be there to quite save him, and Crit just came himself over. So they do want to stay. They do want to rumble. They know the consequences are they could lose it, and they do. Could have just taken the bottom racks, pulled back, got Roche if they wanted to play it extra safe and special, but they do secure the tier 3 in the mid lane. That leaves one set of racks left that are exposed now, as Nayrok, one of the lone survivors.
I think they were fine until the PA just decided to pop BKB and fight.
Yeah, you could tell at that moment he's like, you know, let's just do it.
They're just committed at that point.
They move in.
Because they used the blink to go in.
Maybe if there was a buyback on Wisp, they could make some sort of counterplay here, but there's not. So Arrow connects this time.
The PA buyback. They might be able to just seal it with the Batrider.
Batrider's one of the best at this. Nayrok, he's got hot dogs. The Centaur's going the rest of them back, keeping attention elsewhere. I'll try to zoom in. I want to see this. I want to see this red back end row show. They bully Centaur away. Come on, Nayrok, hop in, flame break, gets a hold of it and takes the Aegis. That's just what Batriders do. Even if you take him down, you're going to lose that extra life, which he's going to put to use right here. 2 seconds, 1 second blink. They know he's going to go to the right-hand side. They ping it out. At least they don't. But he's still there. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I tried Aegis, by the way. I used it. And he will end up falling, but a well worth sacrifice right there. Yeah. Though it takes Batrider.
It just makes closing out the game a bit easier. They don't have to deal with a Void with 2 lives anymore.
Yeah.
Just a cheese.
Fantastic
and
steal.
I think he'll probably just die in a Fiend's Grip or a Lasso if the PA can get on top of him.
I mean, really, like, with a Batrider there and available, you got to be scouting out the area a little bit better. They don't have anything that can kind of emit a lot of vision, I suppose, unless Puck's nearby to throw out the orb, but I guess they don't want to bother risking popping a BKB or something. The Flame Break just pushes everyone away, and it's just like, hello, delicious friend. And it just moves on in and grabs the Aegis like it's nothing.
It's probably, I mean, a lot of teams will just BKB against Batrider because, I mean, even Chrono might have been an option.
He probably should have. His BKB was at 5 seconds anyways. Oh! Yeah. The Abyssal. There it is. Angel's dead.
It's not even that bad to just chrono. Like blind chrono the Roche
Yeah,
and it's like
it's
right
also
about
just
to
a
die.
minute, yeah. So I think it's at this point in the game when
Although
you're
it's 90 seconds now.
when you're down 2 sets of racks and you might really need that Aegis. I think it's worth it to either pop either the BKB or the chrono to really secure the grab.
And this PA is just doing so much damage.
I mean, we just saw
Finished
him
Abyssal.
easily take apart Mirana mid lane, and now without a buyback, I mean, they're going to be duking it out. One man down on their last set of already exposed racks.
It looks like Stay Free's not forcing the issue too much. Not wanting to throw this large lead. Maybe they're waiting for the Abyssal on PA, which is 5 seconds away. I think they can
Dire's
just
middle
go.
barracks are under attack.
Yeah, very unlike Stay Free to play so safe. I think they're ready to take this one
Taking
out.
a page
But
out of Complexity's book. Don't throw those advantages.
slow siege though, for now. Just pushing in both sides, both lanes, making sure the creeps get well into the base to at least threaten.
I feel a good chrono can still give Union Gaming enough to win a team fight. So I guess Stay Free have to be careful still. Maybe they're just waiting for one person to overstep slightly.
And we'll see what Union Gaming focus for. I mean, Wisp has got to be one of the primary targets here if we can get a hold of him, especially in a chrono. That would be huge. If he's left on the
Looks
outside.
like they're going to go on the offensive with the Moonlight Shadow.
And this might be their all or nothing. They don't have
Sentry,
vision.
though.
They get Trout. They skip him out. And the chrono locks them two in place with a quick eject button. Comes out from Crit. Saves Trout. Brings him right back out. And Freefall down here below. He continues to fight on about. They do manage to take down Vengeance. Pulls out the buyback. Wisp able to quickly jump to the high ground back where he came from and relocate. Trout multicast there. He's trying to duke it out with the leech, but he gets it done. Turns back, takes down Skyraz Mage. Vengeance, however, back. Comes right back in and they
They're
clear out
ignoring
Stay
the
Free.
Wisp. It's so hard for them to fight this when they ignore the Wisp. They need to kill the Wisp. The Wisp was sitting there with 500 HP. They got the Diffusal Blade to counter the Ghost Scepter. They need to focus this Wisp. Just healing for far too much.
You can make the argument that
reducing
Union
the
Gaming
damage.
came out on top of that skirmish, but it did cost Faceless Void his buyback to come into it.
And I think it
Trout
was an
with his own
unnecessary
buyback ready to go. Might second guess them pushing on in because pressure is still in the base. Angel is on defensive duty right here, preventing these creeps from getting too far in. These tier 4 towers are both really, really low as it is. So even when they open up with a big team fight like that, they're not going to get any sort of big follow-up. And Tralf is not going to have to spend his buyback. No one will.
The Lincoln Sphere coming out for Mirana, it looks like. Not sure about this item. I think it needs more damage. Or an MKB for the EA.
I mean, I guess the Lincolns would help in case she's been the target
it's
of...
for the lasso, but in the Fiends group.
yeah,
but
lasso, and you can put it on someone else. Doesn't have to be
just a
necessarily the
simple
Mirana.
dagger removes the Lincolns, however.
That's true.
Not sure.
Man,
that-
oh man.
And they also have 4 staffs to proc it. There's a couple ways they can proc the Lincolns.
Invisibility.
Looks
Maybe
like
they'll
they're
put
trading
it
off
on the
gems or
void.
something in the base here.
If they put it on Void though, since he has a BKB, there's nothing that can trigger it.
Yeah. And he
So
has
that
cheese
might be
too.
what they want to do here.
Actually, he said cheese that whole fight. Didn't use it the whole time. I guess he couldn't get it off for his first.
He was lassoed and then he was
Yeah.
bursted by the PA.
Yeah.
And a finished Satanic for PA. So huge damage and big sustain.
The prize is mine.
Plenty of BKB gaming happening here from both sides, but you know, Centaur here. 8 seconds left on his. Tralf down to his low 5 seconds. Be a little bit more finicky on how you want to pop off that magic resistance right there. Without getting locked down too easily, but
Ally.
Crit's
Take a look
having
at the. It's actually an even game as far as gold is concerned.
Oh, they're going for Trout again. Relocate. They get him out. That void. Chrono not going to be to anything unless, well, Fanny walks into it. Now able to soak up big damage. They turn their attention back towards, Void's down and out. Angel now desperate to leap away from this one, but they manage to take down the Void, and he's out for over 100 seconds. They get a hold of Ogre. He'll fall next. 3 down all day. No one on the side of Stay Free here. And it's all on Angel right now to try to defend the last set of racks. I think this is it. Stay Free just kind of take their parade down the mid lane, and they'll be able to take it home.
Even with an Ogre buyback, it's
Dire's
not
middle
enough.
tower is under attack.
They should have really anticipated the relocate. I mean, Crit has been on point all game with these relocates. And he chose to deploy the Chrono, and
That's it.
didn't hit anything.
The white flag has been thrown up here from Union Gaming as a very strong start from them. Ended up being all Tralf all day. MVP. Milk Duds were touched this day.
Well, I would
As
say the
his
MVP
VA,
is
the
Crit, but
Yeah, Crit as well,
I
of
think
course.
Crit had a
And they-
standout performance on the Wisp this game.
Crit was right there by Tralf's side, and Union Gaming without maybe the proper focus in some of these fights.
I mean,
allowed
you don't
Tralf
want
to really open up.
that someone threw, but the Chronos coming out from Benjus